Going, Amazon? Hope y'all are doing really well. Hey guys, this is a live stream. My name is Tony. If you're watching this later, remember it's live, it's live, my friends. I like to go ahead and do live streams maybe 3, 4 times a week, just because it's fun. It gives me a chance to hang out with y'all. If you are watching this live stream, feel free to go ahead and comment below, ask me any questions. If you watch this later on, feel free to comment below, give me tips, tricks, whatever you like. I am a complete coffee nut. There's no other way to say it. I am a geek in general, but I love my coffee. This is my work at home coffee corner. I have about 6 machines in my office that are made for making coffee. So anything from grinders to machines that have grinders built into them to a hand grinder to AeroPress or something like up here, the flare. I'm a geek. So if you are a fellow geek, definitely think about subscribing and hanging out with me. I really built this channel to kind of connect with y'all. I am going to be tasting, we're going to be doing a live review of Amazon Fresh Nicaraguan medium whole bean single origin fair trade coffee. And I'm going to just tell you a big giant secret, guys. I am a complete coffee slash espresso geek. I am not a coffee slash espresso snob. I cannot afford to be a snob. I'm always about trying to find something at a really good budget cost. I really love finding a deal, and that's why I'm okay with sometimes going on Amazon and looking at stuff and getting stuff more the commodity coffee. And this is single origin. There's always a best used date with these. They're never a roast date, best used date for this particular bag. I just literally got delivered a few minutes ago. Is to December 18, 2025. So my guess is, if I had to take a guess, it was probably roasted right at the end of the year. And now I'm getting it because it's usually about a year, 6 months a year as far as shelf life goes. So this actually puts us in a pretty good range, guys. This is February, so this might actually be somewhat fresh coffee. I have 2 cups here ready to go, and I am going to be brewing that. And to kind of do a comparison, I have enough just to brew probably about 15 grams on a Peruvian single origin, just to give it kind of a comparison between the two. So I'll be pulling 2 shots today, put those right up there. So let's go ahead and get started. I have ordered this before. I'm going to tell you this, big spoiler. I've tried it, but it's been like 9 months since I've tried it. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't hate the Amazon coffee. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Do I think it is really high end? Let me grab this right here. Like the cream of the crop? No. And I'm going to show you why. Where you're going to see the difference. You definitely get a good value. I'm going to show you the beans. I'm opening up right now. And let's get some of the beans out and let's take a look at that. I am going to be going ahead and measuring this on my DiFluid, basically smart scale. And I will be using a refractometer today for what that DiFluid has sent to me for review. I've been kind of reviewing them for the last month. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. If you decide that you want to buy one of them, there's going to be links in the description down below on this video. They're giving 10% off to anybody who watches this channel. So that's really cool. I've never had a brand reach out to me like that. So I'm super stoked. We are going to be using today. I got to clear this. I just remembered I pulled a shot not too long ago. This is going to be my second amount of coffee. I'll clear that in a sec here. Let me pull the beans first because I want you guys to see what I'm talking about before I get too far. Oh, they smell really good. Very chocolatey notes. Here they are. Look at that. They're gorgeous. They are pretty. Actually, they look better than the beans I've got before from them. There's no other way to say it. Here, I'm going to get about 15.5. That's good. I got a 16 to 18 gram basket, MH Bomber basket I'm going to be using. So let's go ahead. Let me show you the beans. a lot of times with these commodity beans, and by commodity, it really means beans you can get in the supermarket that are going to be available for most people. Take a look at that. They tend to be, sometimes you get broken parts, you know, they're not the most high grade. And I'm going to show you, I found one right now. Here's a broken shell right here. And that's okay. You know, there is sometimes, in my opinion, a little bit of a trade-off with this, you know, for getting good value. And I like being able to purchase things at a price where I'm not worried about, oh no, this is my specialty coffee. And I'm not saying, please hear me out, guys. I am not saying don't buy specialty coffee. I have local roasters that I get my beans from that I think are amazing. Support your local roasters, support your local cafes. If you have a cafe that roasts near you, find it, seek it out, because I'm telling you, that is going to be the best coffee you're going to find and you're going to get. But let me just kind of share this one thing, okay? Every region's a little bit different. And not that you're not going to get good quality stuff. I'm in Central Florida, and I think we have exceptionally great local roasters because of Tampa Bay and because of Orlando. There's a gentleman that I get a lot of beans from in Tampa Bay who's awesome. So, but there's some parts of the country that aren't as blessed. So I'm just saying, when it comes to your cafe, you know, you want to make sure it's good stuff. So that's where commodity coffee isn't necessarily a bad thing. You know, let's make sure. I have a feeling that it needs it. That's interesting. I tend to be a geek about my measuring, and I wanted to make sure that I had it correct. But I think I'll be good. Okay, so let me go ahead and knock this puck out really quick here. I want to show you the awesome basket I'm using. So I have been testing out some cool baskets. I've been using a lot of IMS baskets. They were just sent to me by Berry Barista, and that's another great company that does some good stuff. They're the official distributor for IMS baskets here in the United States. And this, I wanted to go with something that was a little bit more, not such a big basket, because that basket is really big. This is one of my go-to favorite baskets. Today I'm going to be brewing on a 58mm Gevi all-in-one machine. And this is one of my absolute favorite basically baskets. This is the MH Bomber. This is rated for up to the 18 grams. This is a precision basket, and I always get good results with it. So super happy with that. This one is a 22 gram MH Bomber, and all links are in the description. And if not, I will update it at the end of the video. Just look for the video again. This is a generic basket, and then this one, I believe this one's the IMS. Yeah, this one's the IMS basket. So you got the made in Italy basically right there. Just beautiful, beautiful basket. Okay, so let's go ahead and grind up some beans and give this a shot here. I'm gonna get the portafilter actually a little bit hot. So one of the things with using a machine like I have right here, this is my Gevi. This is a brand new machine, really awesome machine. It uses basically a thermoblock system, and that thermoblock system does not heat the group head. So it's always, in my opinion, recommended to get the best results. Heat up your glass, heat up everything, get some water pushed through it. So good stuff for sure. Okay. All right. So while that's getting hot, just takes a few minutes here. Let's grind up some of these beans. So I am going to be using today, and I'm going to go with the 6, which is right at the beginning. I'm going to be using my Brew G5 grinder. Just got this one. It's great for single dosing, and that's what we're going to do today. I'm actually going to long press it and go with the slower RPM. There we go. I'm just slow feeding it in. I love this thing for single dosing and slow feeding. It's just awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the bellows. This has been such a cool little grinder. A big thank you to Hybrid for sending this out to me. Yeah, it sounds nice and clear, but let's go ahead and knock it back. There we go. Because of this angle, it's able to kind of able to finagle it a little bit. There we go. That's all the good stuff right there. Okay, and I am going to be using. I'm going to be playing around with this a bit today. So rather than pull up my blind shaker, which I can, I'm going to show you a little hack. I've got the dosing cup, and I put it inside another dosing cup, and I'm shaking it like a martini. You could use a blind shaker. I'm going to show you a really great blind shaker. This is an awesome blind shaker from MHW Bomber. But if you don't have a blind shaker and you want to get that effect, that's the hack right there. There we go. Nice. Okay, y'all, I think we're ready to heat this glass up. Ooh, nice and hot. All right, just a little water. I don't want to overdo it here. Okay. I'm going to set that aside while I'm just going to let it get hot. And then I'm using my MHW Bomber scale. This is a very, very good, affordable scale that they make, and I really love its size. It looks really good and fits really well right on top of my espresso machine, so I love that. Let me get rid of the water here. It's got my glass nice and hot. Okay. And then we'll get everything going, pull a couple shots. Okay. Let's clear this. One of the things I do like is that this does have a nice little water little indicator, and it just came up. I make a lot of espresso, y'all, and I really like that it has a big reservoir, but I do fill it up, I'd say maybe like once a day. It's kind of sad, but I love making my espresso, so it's right at that point that I need to do a little refill. So one of the reasons why I kind of did the blind shaker like this is that I'm using a 58mm dosing cup. And the cool thing about that is just really easy to put it on in there like that. I know everything has been really done well, but just to make sure I'm getting the absolute best results, let's go ahead and put dosing ring on top. And we're going to do some WDT. And I'm going to go ahead and use my lightning tool by MHW. So this is a new tool they just released a couple months, either I think last month or so. And I was one of the first people to order one, I know that. But I've really been loving it because I go between this machine and my 51mm ECP and my Hybrew H10B a lot. Every now and then I swap my machines out, and it's just nice. I do love the Cyclone. I think it's really cool. One thing about the Cyclone is, I don't know, I really love it, but it takes away some of that tactile feel to it, and it's not a bad thing. It really isn't. If you're looking for, oh, almost had a party foul there. If you're looking for very good consistency in your puck prep, I think it's a great way to go. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some quick distribution. This is the gravity distributor, MHW. Perfect. Nice and clean. Gonna go ahead and use their force calibrated tamper. That's 30 pounds pressure. And where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Here's my puck screen right up top. I just got a new puck screen, so I'm gonna for my 51. So I'm going to show that to you guys in a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to change the camera angle a tiny bit so y'all can see it a little bit better. There we go. Okay, let's raise this up. I hope everyone's doing really well. Again, guys, if you're watching this live, think about subscribing. If you are a espresso geek like me, you're in good company. So definitely think about subscribing and hanging out with me. All right, so there's the shot mirror. Let's do a double. Nice. I have not ground for this particular bean in a really long time, so I'm very happy that it looks like I dialed it in pretty well. Definitely got some crema buildup. I like that. I like seeing that for sure. A little faster than what I like, but I'm going to go ahead and let this go through. It's going to end it right about 56.9, which is a lot. It's a pretty big shot. But let me go ahead and show this to y'all. Let's give it a little stir, then we'll use the refractometer a little bit here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that result right there. There's just no other way to say it. Looks like good crema. And again, this is very cheap. I got this on Amazon next day delivery for like $6 something, basically. So yeah, I mean, I'm shocked, y'all. Last time I tried this out, I think it results like this. So, of course, it was quite a bit ago. All right, wow, look at that crema. Oh my gosh. All right, let's test this out. 8.9. 8.9. Not bad. The big thing is the taste. Let's give it a little taste. So, cheers. Salud. Oh, that is delicious. Ooh, man. That is really good. Shockingly good. Like, this shouldn't be this good, guys. Like, this really shouldn't. Oh, man. Super chocolatey. Oh, my goodness. That shouldn't be that good. I'm just telling you that right now. That should not be that good. Like, it really shouldn't. In all intents and purposes. Like, it just shouldn't. I mean, I'm not trying to sound weird. I was actually expecting it not to. Last time I got this, I don't know if I got an older bag, but it definitely was not as good as those beans. And like I said, maybe it's because they were just roasted right at the end of December, Christmas time, you know, and it's February, so we're not too far off from that target point. Well, the only way we could do this, is let's try this comparison to a very similar regional style bean. At least I think so. And please, anyone from Nicaragua or Peru, my Latino brothers. I am Mexicano. I'm Native American and Mexican American. And I know it sounds kind of weird. I'm actually a native Californian, born and raised in California. My family was the first European settlers from Spain, but I'm also Native American. So I really love Central American and South American coffee's the best. That is literally my heart's desire. If you had to tell me that I can only have one region of coffee, that would probably be the region. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm a coffee geek. I'm not a coffee snob. Someone might say that's a little pedestrian or something. But I really, really, truly love the coffee from the Americas. And it just speaks to my soul. Like it just does. My Native American Latino heart is just like, yes, this is the good stuff. So this is an organic Villa Rica Cafe single origin from Peru. And I've just about done with this bag. I've enjoyed it. I think this is a really, really good buy. I want to say I spent about $11, $12. The price of coffee has been going up, y'all. All the crazy stuff in the world going on right now, and commodities and everything. It is crazy. So that's one of the reasons why I always look at getting a good value. But this was good. So let's go ahead. I'm going to use the exact same grind setting, and I'm going to do the exact same method. I'm going to shake it just like I did with the other one. I'm going to shake it, shake the moneymaker. I'm going to do the slow drip too. Excuse me, slow RPMs. Okay. Alrighty. You ever make so many pucks you just fill up your knockbox so fast your spouse is like, good lord. Yeah, that's me all the time. I just empty the knockbox and my wife's like, whoa, crazy. Coffee is a hobby / love and addiction. I mean, I love caffeine, don't get me wrong, but I just love coffee. I feel like it's kind of my outlet. I've shared this before. In my day job, I'm a department head for a company, and I have a pretty stressful job, y'all. There's just no other way to say it. I got to work with a lot of major issues and problems. I work in the commercial business, so this isn't like, people's insurance. It's company's insurance. So it can be pretty high strung. That's the best way to put it. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's get this started. Again, I'm going to do a slow feed. These beans are definitely drier, and it's making a quicker grind of it, for sure. I could just feel it. This grinder is pretty responsive as far as tactile feel. It's a small little thing, so you really feel every little vibration, which is good. I think it's good personally. I'm pretty impressed with it so far. It's 48 millimeter conical burrs. I'm super happy. Feel really blessed to get this. So I'm excited. It's been fun. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to heat the glass in this one as well a little bit. I don't want to push a lot of water through, y'all, but I do want to, give the best results I can. So, okay. Yep, I can feel that nice and hot. Okay. And we're going to do exactly what we did before. So, remember what I said. This is my blind shaker hack. Shake it like a martini. Use another catch cup. All right. Yep, nice and clear. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Let's make sure we're nice and dry. Alrighty. Dose and ring. Coffee switchblade. And I really love this feature where you could make it a little wider. Definitely get the better results. It's like silky butter. Yeah, y'all, I've loving this tool. This has been my favorite. Like if you ever hear that thing where someone's like, pick your desert island books. My wife's a writer. So if I was going to pick my desert island tools, that lightning tool would probably be right on my list. For coffee, anyway. That's going to travel with me everywhere I go. I'm stoked with that one. All right. Let's do some distribution. This is a gravity distributor. So definitely, your distributor is not your tamper. Don't press too hard on it. I almost lost it in my hands. Here's my tamp. Nice and pretty, right? Okay. Again, puck screen on top. Let's get you a good angle. Get everything zeroed out. It's not bad. It's not a bad angle. Let's go ahead and do a double. Cool. Just want to make sure it was on point here. Yep. Interesting. Oh man, I hope I don't choke it. And this is where, you know, you can't always treat every bean the same. It's just proof is in the pudding right here. See how slow that was to come out? But I am getting good crema, and it looks good. It looks the way it should look. But that was slow, y'all. That was really slow. Look at that. And I'm going to try to shoot for like the exact same volume. We'll see if it hits it. Which is a big shot. You know, like normally most people would stop it right now. I tend to like mine with a little more Longo style. Yeah, it's taken a long time getting through that. There it goes. Two-way cylinder, three-way solenoid, and activating magic, stopping it. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll test this one out too. Looks good. You know, definitely good. Looks like it's good results. Good crema, just like the other one. All right, let's see what the TDS was. I'm trying to remember what the last TDS was. 8.43. Pretty close, I think. I think the other one was like 9 something, right? Let me know in the comments. Because this is live and I don't remember already. I'm like a goldfish, y'all. Coffee goldfish. Okay, let's give this bad boy a taste of roux here. Cheers. Oh, delicious. Yeah, super good. Very chocolatey, very similar. That one has more of like an almond taste to it. And that's Peru, Nicaragua. Ooh, that's more mellow, very caramel. Your chocolate notes. Now very nutty. This Amazon Nicaragua, I'm gonna tell you this right now, guys. I don't think this should taste this good. It sounds weird to say that. I was actually halfway expecting when I did this review, I was gonna be like, yeah, y'all, this is good, but it's standby coffee or, you know, something you make with a milk drink. But I'm telling you right now, I'm actually a little more impressed with it. It's probably because I got lucky. And I'm not saying don't get it. That's not what I'm saying. Please hear me when I say this. I've shared this before, and I'll say it again. I am a coffee geek. I am not a coffee snob. I just cannot afford to be. I mean, that's all it comes down to. And, you know, it's all sometimes about that money. And I'm telling you right now, if I'm looking for a good, cheap, dependable coffee, I'm going to be doing some AeroPress possibly, be doing some pour overs. I would definitely recommend this to all of you. You know, I love my AeroPress. I use the cap a lot. I love my AeroPress. I love my V60s. You know, if that's what you're looking for, awesome. But as far as espresso goes, the last time I pulled an espresso shot with this was over 6 months ago. And y'all, I'm actually impressed. Goodness gracious, I can't believe I'm saying that. This not bad. Definitely not bad. So if you're looking for something that could be maybe your good old standby, I have normally, I have it kind of put aside here. I'm going to share with you guys something. I used to work in the spirit and wine business. I was a manager for one of the biggest spirit and wine companies. And one of the things I've learned from whiskey people is they have a decanter. And this is my R2D2. And I literally fill it with beans. And a lot of times these beans are either, I just put away the bag, Larry's, or another one of the Amazon beans. And I'm gonna tell you a big secret. This is gonna, oh man, I don't know if I could share this with you. Sometimes it makes my beans. Because, you know, I always use my beans as far as in a bag goes. Sometimes when I'm worried, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get to that bag, I'll throw it in here. And there's literally something, a decanter that people use in whiskey, where they'll call it like a everlasting. I'm trying to remember if it's everlasting or what it is, but they mix their whiskeys. Anyway, look it up and you go down a whole rabbit hole. But if I have friends or family over and I'm gonna make a milk drink for them, I know that they don't want a good espresso. Kills my heart. But they want coffee and they want, you know, a cappuccino. I'll use that. And that's what I was thinking this would end up being. Here's the Peruvian again. I'm gonna finish this up. Yeah, definitely more of like a nutty tone to it. Still chocolate, but definitely has a little bit of a nutty tone to it. Yeah, y'all, this is good. So I would recommend it for sure. You know, give it a shot. You know, but just keep yourself in check and realizing though, like I mentioned before, when I opened it up, I did kind of expect to see beans that were a little bit broken. If you guys didn't catch that part of the video, let me just kind of show you really quick what I'm talking about. This is not, this is single origin. It is fair trade, but this is probably a lower grade in comparison to what you'd get for, you know, some of the other brands. It's kind of like the Kirkland of coffee. That's the best way to put it. So let me just kind of show you, see if there's an example. Yeah, there's a couple in there. So here's the beans. They look pretty. They're very glossy. But if you look here, there's little fragments that are broken up. That's kind of what I'm talking about. And that tends to be something that's very indicative of commodity coffee. And again, you're going to grind it up anyway. But it's just those little things that when you go to your homegrown roaster, they're probably going to be looking a little more QA, you know, quality control per se, and they're going to make sure they're giving you a very good bean. Now that's kind of the difference, and I'm okay with that. For the price, this was under $7 for half a pound. Y'all, hey, thanks so much for hanging out with me. My name's Tony. Think about subscribing if you're not already subscribed. I always like hearing from you. You're always more than welcome. If you have a question, if you want to give me some advice, if you have a special recipe as far as the way you'd make your coffee, either AeroPress or espresso, if there's a workflow thing, tip and trick, something that could help me or anyone else, please feel free to share it. Also, follow me on Instagram. I'm very accessible on Instagram. If you want to shoot me a message or follow me, I do a lot of stuff on Instagram. And then, of course, there's my Amazon storefront. My wife has a YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel. We share an Amazon storefront. Anything you buy on there, we get a little percentage of. It's kind of how we buy more beans. Anyway, guys, hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching. It's been a pleasure.